The U.S. leading a coalition of 13 countries and issuing a final warning to the Iran-backed Houthi rebels over their attacks on ships in the Red Sea. They say, quote, "Let our message now be clear. We call for the immediate end of these illegal attacks and release of unlawfully detained vessels and crews. The Houthis will bear the responsibility of the consequences should they continue to threaten lives, the global economy, and free flow of commerce in the region's critical waterways." Florida Congressman and Iraq war veteran Cory Mills joins me now. Congressman, are you confident the U.S. and this coalition will back up its tough talk?
Well, no, I'm not. I'm not considering, thinking that they're going to back it. In fact, what I was really looking at earlier was that Biden still has not reorganized where the Houthi rebels can be put back onto the terrorist list. He is the one that actually delisted them after the Trump administration had placed them on. When it comes to this coalition, this is very similar to what we've had in the past. If you remember back with Maersk, Alabama, and the increase in piracy that was happening around Bab el-Mandeb, you saw where they were actually starting to patrol the internationally recommended transit corridor to ensure that we had commercial lanes open. Now, on December 31st, we saw the very first actual United States Navy direct engagement, what resulted in 3 Houthi rebel ships being sunk. This is starting to see a further escalation, but I want to paint a broader picture for the American people, which is the incident that is occurring with this attempt to block commerce or to disrupt commerce is really part of the bigger geopolitical plan by the China, Russia, Iran, and North Korea alignment. You're seeing where the incident that happened with Hamas on October 7th in Israel, the attacks that are increasing by Kataib Hezbollah in Iraq, the continuation to try and cut off Western Hemisphere supply chain, not to mention that what we just saw with this recent border visit, you're also seeing where China's using Honduras and Panama with economic coercion to try and cut off and increase trade and tariffs on the Panama Canal. So this is a broader geopolitical issue that is targeted on trying to hurt the West through supply chain, through resources, and through economic struggles.
Yeah, I think that's such an important point, because a bunch of ragtag rebels don't go after the largest nations in the world unless it's part of a coordinated effort. So I think it's so important that you mention that and always remind us of that. Meantime, today, the U.S. is reopening 4 border points of entry, citing a drop in illegal immigration. They're celebrating this in the White House, and they're treating this like this is a really, really big win when so much damage has already been done. Was reopening these crossings a good move?
Look, at the end of the day, I'm all for opening up border crossings that are legal crossings to help with trade and commerce. That is something that we actually do need. But the idea that we're opening them under the precipice that it is somehow a reduction is a false narrative. We just saw a record that we thought could never be sustained, where over 300,000 people crossed our border just last month. Now, let's put that in perspective. MetLife Stadium, which is one of the largest NFL stadiums, holds 100,000 people at peak. You're talking 3 MetLife stadiums coming across just in the month of December. And if you were to total what Joe Biden is actually allowed to come across, which is in the millions, 1.8 million plus, it's got gotaways, 9+ million that's actually across the borders. We're talking about putting those together and making it the 7th most populated state in America. That's what we're facing right now. And look, I've said it before, I'll say it again. I do not want to see any foreign aid package tethered together with the security of our border. If we have to shut down our government because they can't shut down our border, then I'll tell you right now, I am prepared for that fight. Instead of us going to the border for photo ops, however, we need to be going to the Senate chamber and forcing H.R. 2 Secure the Border Act, enforcing the laws that are on the books today, allowing CBP and ICE to deport those who no longer are seeking asylum or don't qualify, and getting more judges on our borders to adjudicate so that we're not allowing these people to get released freely amongst society, where we're seeing an increase in criminality. We're seeing a fentanyl increase. But look, here's the human rights trafficking that's just going on, the national security violations, the health violations. These are a crisis at our border. And meanwhile, they're trying to act as if they're doing a victory lap because they've got a little bit of a lull on the border at the moment.
The fact that they said that just shows how out of touch they are. When asked about impeachment, Mayorkas says he's in his office all the time before and after these hearings looking for solutions. The solution is simple. enforce the darn law, and we're not in this situation. Congressman Mills, got to leave it there. We appreciate your time, and I hate to make a joke about this. You mentioned MetLife. MetLife only sees a disaster on Sundays, thanks to my Giants and the Jets. The border's a freaking disaster all the time and has been for the last 3 years. Appreciate your time. Thank you, sir.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.